Hi cuties, this might end up being a very short video, but I need to share my quick thoughts with y'all on the newest indie horror video game sensation on the block, MiSide, or MiSide. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say it. If it's wrong, come kill me about it later. However, this game, unbeknownst to me, is going absolutely bonkers as of late. I mean, it's nearing 50,000 positive reviews on Steam, all in about a month's time, which is so impressive for a team of just two fellers right now. Now, before we really go balls deep on this hoe, I want to let y'all know I am not going to be spoiling major events or plot points, because this is the type of game where you really got to lock in and not know a darn thing about it to really appreciate it, I think. As a matter of fact, if you are even slightly interested, you have the Ripper's full permission to turn the video off at any point to go play this bastard for real. I will not be upset. Now, for those of you who were just like me a couple days ago and don't know what the hell this game actually is, think Doki Doki Literature Club, but less visual novel and more first-person perspective, you know? You said you don't know that game either? Damn, bro, I gotta explain everything, what the fuck? My fault, let me stop. Basically, you're just a dude who's playing this silly little mobile game about helping his waifu named Mita with some tasks. It's basically a girlfriend simulator, and you end up getting sucked into a world where she's real and standing right next to you. Yay! However, you start to notice weird little creepy things happening, like her having a stash of cartridges with other people's names on it, weird banging sounds, and a couple other oddities. However, obviously shit starts to go awry and her true intentions begin to unravel into this insane thriller psychological horror adventure, and it can be quite terrifying at times. I wouldn't say this is the scariest game in the world, but some parts got me, I'm not gonna lie. Now, let's just talk about what the gameplay consists of first. It's mainly a walking simulator. You're going to be doing some light puzzle solving here and there, and there's a myriad of minigames, which have to be the best part of the game in my eyes. These minigames range from Doom to fucking Papers, Please. I mean, they're just such a blast to play. I got so immersed into these tiny little experiences to the point where it led me to be falsely comfortable in the world, then boom, a jump scare happened. I mean, it's great stuff. The devs did a fantastic job of carefully deciding when they want you to feel relaxed and cozy, then when they want you to be on the brink of pissing and shitting yourself, they'll amp it up again. I mean, it's great. The soundtrack is a big part of that. Everyone knows a good spooky video game has to have a banging soundtrack, and I think the audio design here overall is damn near flawless. I want to really give a shout out to the voice actress behind Mita, Kana Hanaiwa. I hope I said that right because you are a legend. Without spoiling too much, let me just say her range here is delicious, dude. All the worlds you visit throughout this game are linked by doors and pathways that continuously keep going. Like, there's no real loading screens or anything to halt your progress, and I absolutely love that. It led me to finishing this hoe in one single session, just velcroed to my stinky little gamer chair. It's only about 4 hours long, but still, I've got the attention span of a donut sometimes, so it's very telling that this game was able to keep me of all people captivated for that long without fail. As I said prior, this is made by just two fellas, like they absolutely snapped here. I'm a very big fan of Doki Doki Literature Club, and while obviously this game takes plenty of inspiration from it, that's not even necessarily a bad thing because how many Doki Doki lights are out there, you know what I mean? This game certainly wears its inspirations on its sleeves, and that's one of the best parts about it in my opinion. It's not too self-indulgent or artsy-fartsy, just a good-ass game, you know? I really love the animation work they did here too, like super small satisfying stuff, like your character will reach his hand out forwards towards doors to open them, you can get up all in Mita's grill and stare at her Voldemort ass nose. It's just a nicely designed art style for real. Now, as far as the story goes, like I said, I won't go too in-depth because just go play it, but I really think it reminds me of something you'd see in like an early 2000s horror movie. Does that make sense? It's not a slight on it, by the way. Sometimes you really just gotta kick back and throw on some Saw, or Scream if you will, and just giggle at the hilarity of the situations. Going on about what I prefaced earlier, it's not too self-indulgent with the plot, you know, it's just a good little easy-to-follow story, and as of right now, there are a few different endings, and from what I've seen from the devs, it's looking like eventually they might add more, who knows? They didn't expect to get as much success as they did with this video game, but now they're going to try to continue adding updates. Like, I had a whole Christmas theme during my playthrough, which is a little hilarious, but a good sign that they care about this game, and they're not going to abandon it, you know? The horror elements here are a mixed bag for me personally. There are certain sections that actually induced quite a bit of fear, but then there were others that perhaps relied too much on the simple jump scare formula. Listen, I'm not a jump scare hater. I indulge in some Outlast here and there, but half the time in MiSide, it's pretty predictable. The other half, though, definitely has quite a bit of tension, and I appreciate it for sure. It's not the scariest game in the world, so don't go expecting that if you decide to lock in, but it's serviceable. All in all, this is definitely one of my favorite indie video games of 2024, and I am so baffled at how well it's made. No bugs, no glitches, and it ran flawlessly on my system, which I know is a super low bar to have set, but hey, it's 2025. You never know what you're gonna get. If you're a fan of Doki Doki Literature Club or have about 4 hours to waste on this game, I would say definitely give it a shot. For only 15 smackaroosies, you get a super quality video-game that will hopefully grow and evolve over time with various updates. I honestly don't have too many gripes with it. Like, whenever I think of something wrong, I just kind of think it's too inconsequential to really knock it for. Like, of course the plot could be better, but it's just not that serious. So yeah, as far as the Certified Ripper ranking system goes, I would love to plug this game in at a fair 9 rips out of 10 rips. Quite the high score, I'm aware, but it's ranked relative to other indie horror games that I've played, so listen to what the Ripper has to say. He's always right. That's really all I got for you, cuties. I'm gonna be honest. A bit of a shorter video, I realize, but this game is short too, so it only makes sense. I don't want to talk too long as well and spoil this game in the slightest because part of the intrigue is how mysterious it is. But yeah, drop a fart on the like button, perhaps kiss that subscribe, and I love you guys. Bye!